I need a new mic. It was slightly unplugged. I just noticed it myself. But anyways, I'm a big idiot. Anyways, the thumbnail wasn't quite correct. Anyways, so I had to change that during the stream intro. Oops, big oops. Anyways, welcome to the bonus episode for Crash Twinsanity. Today's episode on the Bad Crash series is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be looking at the concept art of Twinsanity and some beta stuff on YouTube here, which you'll notice in the description. I've linked a couple of playlists. Of course, there's going to be background music while we're playing the YouTube videos. And of course, every YouTube video that I'm going to showcase in the reaction part of the stream is going to be in the description as well. Please go over to that playlist and check out the videos there, so you can actually give the original creators a view. It's some pretty cool stuff. I really like the Crash Twinsanity beta stuff that's been found as of late. There's a lot to show off today in today's episode. Although first, I also meant to change this. Hold on. We need a new hat. Fumo hat. We need a new Fumo to set on my hat. Where is PC98? There, PC98 Marissa. Hello, PC98 Marissa. Let's just move Rainbow out of the way. Apparently, I'm going to have to clean up this image, too, a little bit. Meh. I'll have to clean up the PNG. The PNG file! Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, we're gonna have PC98 Marissa sitting on my hat today since we're playing retro content. Let's go. So yeah, we got a lot on the road ahead. Let's start with going into Twinsanity. And I'm gonna need to change this to Crash Twinsanity. Oh my goodness. Every single time I have to change this. Okay, and we need to set the volume back to like -11. Poop. Come on, get to the title screen. There, now we're at the title screen. And yes, I did download a 100% save file to make seeing the stuff easier. Now, if only this crop in this freaking program would cooperate. Meh. Yep, autosave enabled. Even though we're not saving crap. Like, there he is. Once again. What? What was that? That wasn't supposed to happen. Dude, we get a glitch immediately? Thanks, Twinsanity. What the heck? Immediately some sort of a weird glitch. Does that happen like every time? Nope, just the one time. Oh my god. That Twinsanity in a nutshell, eh? It's just a broken, buggy mess. I love it. Yeah, that was a head scratcher, Crash. Wow, I cannot believe that. That was so goofy. I don't even know how that happened. But I am happy that it happened. That was really funny. You don't even have to hardly try and you can get something to break in Twinsanity. So, we press R1 here and notice we got all the gemeralds. And like I've said before with Twinsanity, they pretty much only serve to they only serve a purpose to unlock concept art. That is like literally it. Let's see. Yeah, I think you have to go here to go to the extras. Okay. So yeah, each gem gets you a different extra in the game, and there is a lot of bonuses. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's also a extra cutscene for 100%ing the game. Which of course means I have to go through Ant Agony all over again to get that. Because I believe for that cutscene to trigger, you just have to beat the game with 100%, and you get an extra little goodie. So I meant to get a save state right before I beat the final boss, but now I'll just have to go back to the 13th dimension. So I'm pretty sure I can go back. Yep. Oh yeah, here's another glitch. You like that? That's a grappling ring just embedded in the ground. But yeah, this game is pretty glitchy and you can find glitches pretty quick. Let's see. Where is the portal to Ant Agony now? I forget exactly where to go to get to this portal that'll take you there. I think it's here? Aha, yes. So yeah, I don't know why teleporting there doesn't seem to work quite right. But we're gonna have to quickly go through this all over again.
This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
I really should have had a save state ready for this. I don't know why I didn't. Oh wait, I know why. It's because I'm a big stupid idiot. That's why. So I'm pretty sure this is how you get this bonus cutscene. You just go through this. It's not too difficult, and I have save states on my side, so I should be fine. Damn ants. Crash has got ants up his pants. Yeah, that's gotta hurt, Ant, falling into the lava. Oops. Forget, how do I save state in this emulator again? There. I'll just have to manually click save state. Now that was quite a jump, huh? There we go. So thankfully I've gotten through this enough times that it's not too difficult. I remember when I was a kid and I tried to get through this, it was causing me a lot of trouble. Yeah, I ain't no speedrunner at this game, but I can be pretty decent. Oops. Oh, wow, okay. Can you do the jump this time, Crash? I would appreciate that. Bandicoot. Yeah, look at that guy. He's literally running in midair. Yeah, I really meant to get a save state of this, but I forgot that I don't have a save state of 100% save file, so I just have to go through the final boss again pretty quick. Oops. Did not mean for that to happen. Multiple floating ants. Oops. I didn't even press any for that to happen. I love when Burrow's just walking in midair. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Oh, I forgot you have to go up here to do this. There we go. I wish I knew the button to quickly save the state. What the heck? What did I land on there? I guess I could have just kept walking on the wall. Damn it. What the heck even was that movement? Yep, I'm not a speedrunner. I'm just trying to get through this quickly. Well, this is a new one. I don't know how I landed down there. What the hell is the quick button to save the state? Okay, F1. Oh yeah, you can do this, by the way. Let's see. Is this the spot you can do the weird slide? Or weird crawl? No. Guess not. Well, there is a glitch in the game where Crash, like, moves all weird with the crawl. I literally almost made it around that. Okay. Wow. Great Barrier. Great Barrier, huh? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Fuck. I fucked up the save states. Oh, I just crashed my game. Oh, I crashed the whole emulator. What the hell did I do? I don't even know what I did. Okay. Well, that's something, huh? Literally, the entire emulator just freaking crashed on me. I don't know how that happened. Well, I don't know what I did to cause this my emulator to crash, but well, now I'm just gonna look up the thing. I was gonna do it legitimately in the game, but my emulator just fucking broke and crashed. Literally. So it's Crash Bandicoot, right? That's what happens. It's in the name, Crash Bandicoot. Oh my god. YouTube is so slow on my desktop, bro. It's not even funny. Okay, now where the fuck did the video disappear to? It didn't even move. Are you serious right now? Come on, YouTube, you piece of fucking poop. Poop tube, more like it. Good lord. Ugh, literally poop tube. Okay, well, I'm gonna switch scenes for just a second since my emulator broke. I'm gonna have to relaunch it to do the concept art in game, anyways. And I'll do that in the background while this video is playing. But basically, what's supposed to happen after you beat Crash Twinsanity is you get a bonus video. And we're going to watch that bonus video right now. So, the bonus video is kind of funny because it's like a blooper kind of outtake style of video. Where the hell is this emulator? I really don't know what I did to cause the entire emulator to crash. That was a surprise. There it is. The stupid emulator. The hamburger. Okay, hush your up, Crash Twinsanity. So, here is the bonus video that you get with Crash Twinsanity. Like I said, it's kind of like a blooper reel kind of thing.
The two of you have been asked to begin these therapy sessions so that we can work through the conflict apparent in your relationship.
Therapy sessions,
This
eh?
week we're going to do a trust exercise.
Oh yeah, trust Crash Bandicoot.
I'd like you to fold your arms over your chest.
That's something
Close your
Cortex
eyes.
cannot physically do. It is not possible.
Okay, Crash. Your job is easy.
Your job is
Just
easy.
catch
Yeah,
Cortex as he
so
falls.
easy.
We want Dr. Cortex here to know that he is in a safe place.
He's
I
not.
think this is going to work. He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. I don't even like him. Yep.
It's just that I have a fear of falling.
Yeah, right, Cortex. You have a fear of the Bandicoot.
Okay,
That's
fine.
what you have a fear
Let's
of,
do the
is the
silly
Bandicoot.
exercise. I'm in a safe place. I'm in a safe place.
No, you're not.
I'm in a safe place.
BAM! He falls down. Crash doesn't even give a fuck at all. There he is. Bandicoots. Fucking bandicoots. Bandicootitis. Yeah.
Welcome, freeloaders, geeks, and nerds.
Pause! Why is it so slow? I clicked it 4 freaking times.
I am Dr.
Pause! Fucking Firefox, bro. So yeah, this is... That was the fucking cutscene that you get after you get every gem in the game. Which you can do, of course, before you get to the final boss. I did not want to do that. I had no desire to go through the game and get every single gem. Yeah, I didn't want to do that at all. Like, you can do it. It's not that difficult. I just didn't feel like it. I just felt like going for a 100% playthrough, so. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. 100% is fine. But I felt like going for any percent. Anyways, we can switch back now. Now that I got that stupid emulator rebooted. I don't know why it crashed. This shouldn't have been that hard for me to show that off. The emulator's beans. You even found an N to stick on his forehead? Nice. And yes, he did get avatared. Oh, how I hate bandicoots. He says, oh, how they make me blood boil. Okay, well, now we're gonna put on some background music because there's not going to be any music audio during when we're showing off the concept art and stuff. So you can see the playlist I used for the background music. It's basically just lo-fi, copyright safe lo-fi. It's in the playlist I have linked in the description. But yeah, let's see here. We need to go to the concept art galleries, which they call extras. Extra, read all about it. Cortex dies, the end. So we have some boss art here. So I don't even have the window in the background. Mecha Bandicoot. There he is. Honestly, a really cool enemy of the game. It's too bad he only gets used like a grand total of twice in the game. Because this is a really cool design. I really like the Mecha Bandicoot. It's pretty cool. Thought it was supposed to take me to the next one. I guess I have to automatically scroll to the next one. Here's another concept art. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this would have been for like another section of the game where the Mecha Bandicoot was on autopilot trying to get back to Crash and Cortex for some reason, and it goes through the native village, causing a havoc. Again, I like the Mecha Bandicoot. Mecha Bandicoot is super duper cool. Of course, there we've got the freaking Tikimon. Weird boss, but pretty cool. Oh yes, the Tikimon. Tikimon grabbed Crash. Yeah, you can't grab Crash like that in the final game. You barely touch the statue and you're just done. Dunzo. Destroyed Ode. And then here's a pretty cool render of Uka Uka. Uka Uka Ice Golem thing. Some of the bosses are silly but interesting. Like I think it's interesting he was using the elements to try and kill Crash in this game. And Cortex. Some more concept of him. Now Engine, oh dear lord, Engine in this game is gotta be the most pathetic boss fight in the entire game. It's literally less like a boss fight and more like Engine just blows himself up. Literally. Cool concept art. I'm not really sure what the extra characters there are doing and why they're tied to the post, but yeah. Bandicoot, Megazord, yep. There's those two. Just literally briefly show up in one section. It's interesting because they had a cut phase from their boss fight, which I'm actually going to be able to show on stream today, because of John Burton has uploaded some beta content onto his YouTube channel, Game Hut. So we're going to check that out, and of course check out Game Hut's channel, because it has a lot of interesting Traveler's Tales, like, beta content. Dingodile. He's going to burn you alive. Good old Dingodile. Madame Amberly is a very interesting character, but never ever mentioned again in the series. It's pretty funny. Like Cortex's teacher of evil, I guess. And there's Cortex. Cortex as a kid, and apparently also Engine and Embryo. Engine with a little freaking propeller hat is hilarious, and he doesn't have the rocket in his head yet. He's got a paper airplane launched into his forehead. So when the rocket come into play, he still has a metal face. Like, what? That's silly. There's Aunt Agony. The final boss of the game. Funny boss fight. Interesting that it uses all three characters, though. We get extra movies. I don't think that these have audio to them, but let me unmute the emulator just in case they do. These are just some, like, animation tests, I believe. Oh yeah, do the tango. It takes two to dance. Thanks, Cortex. Evil Genius has some pep in his step. Sorry, I'm pulling something up here. I'm an evil scientist. This isn't a game. Oh yeah, this is just one of Crash's idle animations, I believe. He just swallows his earwax. Gross. Aunt Agony's walk cycle. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like, I like the design of it, and I like how the final thing ends up being a mech versus mech fight. Yeah, kick him in the butt, Cortex. The emulator just crash again? Did it do its name? Did it do its name and crash Bandicoot? The FPS has dropped to 0. Where is it? My hard drive. Hello? The fucking game crashed again, dude. What is going on with this emulator? This emulator is freaking beans. Like, how did that even happen? Honestly. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. It was just playing a movie. It shouldn't have crashed. Well, we got a fast forward button. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. What movie crashed it? Twinsanity, pal, is having some problems. It was movie 4 that crashed my game. Okay, movie 4, how dare you. Movie 5. Oh, it's literally just... You literally just get to see the intro cutscenes all over again. Like... Yep. That's the cutscene of the game. Oh, this one! This one I actually had something to talk about with the cutscene. Pause. Right here. Literally a perfect time for me to pause the emulator. So, a very interesting thing about this cutscene is it was rendered, basically right when, the game was in development, of course, and at the time that they rendered this, the barn for the chicken guy to get to Tikimon was actually on the beach instead of on its own little, like, alcove higher up. And that's where it's rendered here in the cutscene. So, pretty interesting. Yep, Tikimon here. There he is. I tell you, you suck at this video game. Yep, it's literally just the game's cutscenes.
We must make preparations for...
Who's there? Nobody. No, I don't see.
I love my airship.
Oh, yeah.
Only way to fly.
I bet you do love your airship, Cortex.
Wait, I think I remember now.
He doesn't remember. It's a lie. He's lying! Oh, yep, that one. The final cutscene before the final boss, of course. Yep, and then they get eaten. Oh yeah, and then this cutscene.
You know, Crash, for all these years I've been wrong about
where
you.
he gets sent into Crash's head.
Mistake, and your existence has been a constant reminder of that mistake.
This one's funny. I like this cutscene a lot. You can't run away from your mistakes.
I never want to see your ridiculous face again.
Wah wah, you fail.
Where am I?
Pause right on that face. Where am I?
What is this?
What is this? Oh! There they are. Yeah. The fact that Cortex gets trapped in Crash's brain is really funny. I don't know how he's supposed to escape, but he does. Okay, so we got some enemies here. The seagull. I don't recall if the seagull was, I don't know if the seagull was actually used in the game or not. We got the monkey thing. Right at the beginning of the game, you can go attack the monkeys and steal their nut to do the nut skip. It's stupid. Skunk. Yep, the skunks. Worm guy. The man-eating plant, of course, a classic from Crash. Bats. Oh, look, it's Papu Papu and the natives. Farmer Joe, I think is this character's name. Yeah, Farmer Joe. He gets shot down by Cortex in cold blood. Rip Cortex. We got the crab thing. This is actually an unused enemy, but it is used in the demo that we're going to be playing very soon of Crash Twinsanity. Rocket penguins. This thing is unused. I don't even know what the walking security camera thing. And it's got spikes around it, so I'm not sure how you were supposed to be able to attack it. You could probably slide into its fate, to be honest. That's probably what they intended for you to do, is just slide into its feet. But yeah, pretty interesting design. Went completely unused. The fish. I don't think the fish was in the game either. Or sharks. there was no underwater creatures because you just die in underwater. There's Rusty Walrus. He chases you. And the guy is on Engine's ship. Ah, yes, the bear that chases Cortex for one scene. Oh yeah, and you get to kill the pigs as well. In the section where you're having to sneak around the native village. I think these bugs are in the sewers. Although I think one of the two on the screen right now is unused, if I'm not mistaken. And then rats. It's the rats! Oh my god! The hall monitor. I think the hall monitor guy has a different design than what's shown right there. Or it's this one. Either way, I don't think either of those designs are used. Or actually, maybe one of them is used. I think the taller one was used for the guy that's sweeping in the hallway. There's the Frankenstein's robots. The bouncing mouse thing. I don't even know what to call that. Or he's the frog thing. We saw that in the game too. Oh no, this is the guy that sweeps the floor. The other one was unused. Okay. It's a robot thing. Gargoyles. Yeah, I don't think gargoyles appeared in the game. Pretty interesting concept, though. I'm sure it would have appeared during Nina's part of the game. Nina Cortex. Oh, look at the ant giving you a thumbs up. What a gentle ant. About to be a dead ant. Dead ant! There's the rocket ants. See, the ant designs that we got are interesting. It's just a shame that there wasn't more ants to fight. And the dog in the courtyard of the Academy of Evil. And now we got some concept art. There's some of the bosses. Look at oh god, look at Koala Kong in the corner there. Kong looks just really weird. They're all playing poker. Cortex. I guess this is like, he's still got ice on his foot, so I guess this is like after Cortex thawed out. There maybe would have been a cutscene of him gathering up the villains for the first boss fight of the game, because they just kind of appear around the boss fight arena, but they're not used. Like Ripperoo, Pinstripe, Kong, Komodo Mo, and Joe, all completely unused. Tiny Tiger has a pretty interesting sketch here. He's freaking jacked. Like, wow. Yeah, the Cortex Cartel. That's a great way to put it, but good. Look at Tiny Tiger. Good lord, he is just fucking shredded. Jeez. Oh, look at Crash. He looks awkward, but he's giving you a smile. He's happy as can be. Also, I love how the Twinsanity logo is completely covering the Crash face in the top left. Thanks, UI designers. What's up with that? Wow. Some more Mecha Bandicoot. The rocket arm looks a little different, and he doesn't even have the chainsaw arm here, so that's kind of interesting. His rocket arm looks honestly more like a machine gun with a magazine sticking out of the top of it. That's kind of cool. Like I said, I love Mecha Bandicoot, dude. Mecha Bandicoot is cool. I don't know what it is about this Crash sketch here, but it kind of reminds me of, like, it looks like it's kind of like in the style of Jak and Daxter a little bit. At least that's what it kind of is reminding me of right now. Oh yeah, the concept art for this level. The one where Cortex is chased around by a bear. Oh, this is a really cool concept art render. I didn't even know that this was a thing. Oh man, I really wish the Twinsanity logo wasn't in the top left of the game when you're viewing the concept art. Why did they do that? Why did they think that was okay? Look, it's a classic 3 islands. You've got the first island from Crash down there in the bottom left. You've got the second island with the giant tree. And then you've got Cortex's third island. Literally still untouched. Like, the 3 islands look like they're untouched. And Castle Cortex is, I guess, seemingly repaired in this concept art. It's pretty neat, to be honest with you. And, of course, the Iceberg Lab is just on a giant iceberg, I guess. I'm not really sure what that is in the top left, because it's partially covered by the Twinsanity logo. But you also have Engine's battleship there as well. That's pretty cool concept art. I really like that it has the classic 3 islands from the first game on there. I didn't even know that one was in the game, to be honest with you. Yep, there's Tikimon. Escape from Tikimon smashing you to bits. We got the evil twin watching in the corner, covered by the Twinsanity logo, of course. Man, it's a dang shame that you can't, like, get rid of the logo while you're viewing concept art. Some more. Oh yeah, Entranced. Didn't appear at all, but Entranced is a Crash villain, a forgotten one, albeit, but he is a Crash villain. I think this is concept art for the Iceberg Lab climb, like when you're trying to climb up to the second entrance of the Iceberg Lab. So it looks like that would be the moving platform section, just obviously earlier. And, to be honest with you, I don't know what this is. Your guess is as good as... Wait, no, I'd recognize this, actually. That thing that's covered by the top part of the bridge is the Nitro Vat that appears in Rockslide Rumble, the second level of the game, where you're just in a fight with Cortex as you're rolling through a cave. Yeah, you can even see them on the bridge fighting. Barely, but you can see them there. Of course, here's the sliding part of the game. So it's interesting that Uka Uka is appearing as the mask that's following Crash and Cortex here a lot in the concept art. It's pretty much just Aku Aku for most of the game, and just I think Uka Uka just appears when you're playing as Nina and Cortex. But if you were playing as Crash and Cortex, it would have been cool to see both Aku Aku and Uka Uka floating alongside them. That would have been really cool, actually. Yeah, the snowball part. And then you crash into Dingo Dial's house, and he goes, treasure? See, like right there, Aku Aku and Uka Uka are both following Crash and Cortex in the concept art. That would have been really cool if they actually had done that for the final game. That would have been amazing. There's Engine's battleship. Look at those giant missiles on the front of it, dude. Missiles to destroy an entire Crash island. Like, almost. Honestly, it looks like Engine had a misfire, because he's got a missile stuck into his own ship. Apparently, this is just a theme with Engine. He just messes up his missiles all the time. He's got one lodged into his brain, and now one lodged into the heart of his ship, basically. Like, good job, Engine, you dummy. Oh yeah, here's this boss fight. Aku Aku looks like he's frozen over there. That's really funny. He never bashes up through the ground, but like I said, there is an unused attack that he ends up doing that I'll be able to show off. Thanks to John Burton, of course. Oh yeah, swab the poop deck enemy hippo thing. Swab the poop deck of Engine's ship. Island tours? Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm not sure who that native sitting in the front of the boat is. That's not Papu Papu, dude. It looks like it's... He honestly, to me, looks like a cross between Papu Papu and Cortex with the freaking beard that he's got going on. Like, what is Cortex cosplaying as Papu Papu to get the natives to take him around the island or something? Like, what's going on with this concept art? That's funny. Let's see here. Oh, yeah! Okay, that one right there, the picture of the native running away from the bugs is actually really interesting because that's a cut asset from the bug run. And the bug run would have been a pretty early level that could have appeared in the game where you basically just are underground and you're running away from bugs, of course. They ended up cutting it from the game because it was too taxing on the PlayStation's CPU. And they didn't have time to basically rewrite the code for the bugs that chase you so it was more CPU efficient. Because they wanted a lot of bugs to chase you in that section of the game. And of course, the only part in the game where you get chased by bugs is in the Academy of Evil as Cortex. But I'm assuming that was like an early version of what they were going for, but they just wanted to have way, way more bugs than they actually did. It's interesting here that Coco is riding on an emu-looking thing, because you never play as Coco ever. So if she had a part in the a role to play in the game that was more than just literally being pushed aside every time she shows up, that would have been cool. Ostrich Cave. I mean, oh yeah, I guess it's an ostrich. I guess Coco could have been a playable character in the ostrich part of the game, if it had ever been a thing. Really interesting kind of concept here. Crash is hopping around on top of crocodiles. So maybe there would have been a lot of water in this kind of a section. I like it. Too bad it never made it past the concept stage. Oh, Cortex's airship. Look, you can see the Crash island in the background, the big tree island. That's really cool. Yep, there's Nina with her extendo grabo hand. And the school bus that... dude, how did Crash tie this to the airship and then get the airship to move? I still don't understand that. He just did that all of a sudden just to mess with Cortex. Oh yeah, a bus will keep the airship down. Thanks, Crash. I have no idea what this area is even supposed to represent, but whatever it is, it looks interesting. There's like a big man-eating worm enemy thing, I guess. Crash doesn't seem to give two craps. He's just looking at him. He, of course, got the ants, which I guess are like watching Crash as he goes through his adventure. Of course, I think the ants were supposed to be playing a lot bigger of a role than they actually ended up doing. They really only show up at the very like set sections of game. Like there's the one where they teleport in, and then later on in the game in Aunt Agnes area. Would have been cool to see them a lot more. Oh dear lord, Evil Crash looks just. I don't know how to say it. He kind of looks disgusting here. I don't know what it is about it, but he just looks gross. Like, what? I like the character, of course. Evil Crash is really funny. I just don't know how I feel about this drawing. It's really funny looking, to be honest with you. Like, he's got such a small head. He has a tiny head and a big body. There's Evil Crash again. Scoosh Bandicoot! That's great. Scoosh Bandicoot. There's Cortex being dragged away by Evil Crash, I guess. Go away. Yep, the Evil Crash. Or it says, dude, that doesn't even say bad. That says Bal Crash. Good text on the mailbox. What? Bal Crash? That is a funny misspelling on the mailbox. I am Bal Crash. Yeah, you go in there, Cortex. Confront the evil Bandicoot. Oh yeah, here's another completely unused asset. This, honestly, to me, looks like it would have taken place on the big tree of the second island of the game. That would have been super duper cool to see, actually. And I guess Engine was really unhappy with Nina or something, because he's trying to blow her up with missiles. Thanks, Engine, you jerk. Yeah, I really would have loved to see the second or even third island shown in the game at all. That would have been really cool, actually. Oh yeah, this right here is probably the most famous example of the concept art for Twinsanity, because it actually is showing the. If you remember, in our playthrough, near the beginning, we messed around with the invisible hoverboard, because it's still coded into the game, and you can still control it and drive it around. It's just extremely, extremely unfinished and glitchy, of course. And it doesn't have any graphics when you drive it around either. Yeah, it's super cool that this is was meant to be like a level. I guess you would have been chased by things as you're flying away with the hoverboard. That would have been a super duper cool like level to go through. Really, really cool. Too bad they did not have enough time for this game at all. It's a shame that they didn't have enough time to complete this game like at all. So much had to be cut from it, but we still ended up getting a really, really fun game anyways, even with all the stuff that ended up getting cut. But yeah, that's like the most famous concept art of Twinsanity. That one right there was. And of course, Kid Cortex with the lowercase n. See, when he grew up, he just ripped it off his forehead and put an uppercase on his head. Oh my goodness. You know, that's gotta hurt. Like, what is it, like branded into his skin? How is it fused to his forehead, I wonder? Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. This is the drawings for. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, is it a sticker, stamp? Is it a metal plate embedded into his skull? Like, what is it? What is it? Yeah. Yeah, here is early, like, rough drawings for the cutscenes of the game. Of course. It's pretty cool that these are here. I believe the fans have actually put all of those together, and, I believe they put them all together in, like, a compilation with the actual voice acting for it that you can find on YouTube, so you can, like, watch the earliest versions of the cutscenes, that is. Let's see. We're just gonna quickly go through these here. I'm gonna speed the game up so we can get through it quicker. Yep, Mecha Bandicoot's there. Hello, Mario fan. I need to recalibrate my model 1 second. Okay, there we go. This is a little finicky sometimes. I blah 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 blah. Need to go here. Turn up the sensitivity for blinking a little bit more. Huh? Thanks Google Chrome. I don't know what that was all about. It went ba-ding! Ba-ding! Hello, I'm Google Chrome. I have to notify you about something. Thank you. Kind of shiny. Yeah, it is probably metal. I haven't decided when I'm gonna start doing the suggested games just yet, but it'll be soon enough. So that'll be coming sometime soon. Okay, yeah, I think my model's a little bit more calibrated now. But yeah, we got the cutscenes here. Earliest versions, that is. They get in a fight. They fall down a hole. Crystal crazy. And then Crash goes crystal crazy. And Totem Hokum. You have to help me, Crash. They want to destroy our island home, humiliate and enslave me, and steal my brain. And then he runs away because he's chased by bees. Yep, and then you have to run away. Okay, that's kind of funny. He was gonna try and pry the door open in the earliest version of the cutscene here. Literally just, let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Scooch a little forward. It's all hope is lost. All hope is lost. I cannot get in the door. Oh no. And then they go the other way. Uka Uka fight. Aku Uka brothers. Oh yeah, this part. Trick or treat. They literally dispose of the masks like they were nothing. You are nothing. Your masks, they are poop. They do nothing, you stupid. Like, good job. Good job, Crash. I'm not sure what this part with Ed and Trophy there was supposed to be about, him spitting out his tea. Yep, it's the early versions, drawn versions. Oh dear lord, hold on, go back. Bro. Why'd they draw Cortex's booty like that? Like, I know that cutscene is sus in the actual game, but like, why'd they do that? Why'd they draw it like that? Yep. Even Crash's face is really sus there. It's like super duper sus looking. Oh my goodness. Yep, and then use him as a skateboard and explode Dingo-Dial's home with a giant snowball. We like giant snowballs, yeah. Oh yeah, this early cutscene is hilarious. I don't know why Cortex is back in the Coco costume again, but he is, and I guess Engine was simping. Literally kidnapped Cortex. Dr. Cortex? Is that you? Yep, and there you have this cutscene with Embryo and Trophy. Oh yeah, Coco kicking Cortex in the nuts is always hilarious. He's got my crystals. Oh my god, the humor in this game is just freaking hilarious. Yep, and then they leave to the Evil Academy. Evil Academy of Doom. Yep, and then Crash gets launched up. Classroom chaos, of course. Yep, fake Nina. And then Nina scares Cortex. And then breaks his hand, basically. Oh, look, she actually did break his hand in the cutscene. In the drawn version of the cutscene here, his hand actually got broken. Nina, you've crushed my bones! He fixes her hand anyways. What a good uncle. Uncle Cortex. I need those for science, Nina! Why am I having such trouble with my calibration tonight on my model? I think it's the eye open sensitivity. Let's bump that up to 70. There. I have to keep tinkering with it a little bit, because of course I'm not in the same position every time I use the camera. Yeah, it just takes a little tweaking every now and then. Or a lot of tweaking in this case. I'm not sure why it's being so finicky tonight. It just knows I want to show off content that I normally don't do on my stream. It just knows. Yep, Madame Amberly, there she is. Yep, Evil Crash. Evil Crash kidnapping Nina. Are they gonna... Dude, they did it again! They drew the sus scene twice! They literally just copy-pasted from the last one. That's really funny. You get to see the freaking sus Cortex booty and Crash face all over again. Yep, there they go. And then he chases Cortex. Oh yeah, that there. This is I can actually talk a little bit more about this cutscene because that right there is supposed to be Evil Coco. Evil Coco was supposed to make an appearance in the 10th dimension as well. Never did. Um, yeah, it's kind of sus the voice line that people found for it. She says something along the lines of like, "I like my men like I like my cocoa, hot and bitter," or some shit like that. But I like the character's like design, so I created my Minecraft skin based off of Evil Coco. And then, of course, the last one, Antagony. I believe here it's actually going to show. Yep, there's the riches, and then you even see Entranced was supposed to appear in this cutscene as well. The literally most forgotten Crash Bandicoot villain. He just showed up one game basically. And then he just faded into non-existence. Like I mean, he's like a playable racer in Nitro Kart, I believe, but other than that, he's very forgotten about in the Crash series. But yep, Spyro cameo. They get burnt to a crisp, of course. And yeah, that was supposed to show why they became a giant robot, is because I guess Cortex was supposed to bring the birdcage with them into the boss fight arena and tell them to like get in the cage, and then they just became the big robot from there. I mean, they're in the cage in the beginning of the final boss's cutscene, like before when they're transforming, but otherwise, it's kind of left unexplained. But the unused early version of the cutscene here kind of serves to explain it a little bit. Yep, then they transform. Transform! And then, yeah, here's some unused enemies and stuff as well here. I don't know what this design is supposed to be of this character here. It's like a 3-headed thing. I really don't even know how to describe this one, like at all. A weird bug thing. It's a bug. Kill it. There's the evil twins. More evil twins. Those are cut enemies from the Gonna-Bit Coco section of the game that was unused and cut. Probably the most infamous level that was ended up being cut from the game, because it basically it would have took place in like Coco's dream, or like in her brain. Basically, Cortex would have entered her mind for some reason, and yeah, then from there you would have seen like these plushy type animals. So cute, you want to lick them. Oh goodness, yeah, lick a plushie and get fuzz in your mouth. Oh, this is really cool. This is like a big ant, like a brawny ant. Later on, when we're going through some of the other stuff on YouTube that we're going to be playing. Speaking of YouTube, it's doing that stupid shit. Are you still there? Are you still there? Do you want to continue listening to your music? Are you still there? Dumbass. Yes, I'm still here. Why is that a feature? We have to save bandwidth because we're fucking YouTube. We're a bunch of pieces of shit. We have to save bandwidth. Ugh. Fucking stupid. Okay, here's another ant design for the game, like a scientist one. He probably would have worked like the original scientist from the original Crash Bandicoot games, like where he would throw potions and stuff at you. At least that's what it looks like here to me with the potions. Yeah, there's another concept art of the big ant enemy. It's like a commander, I guess. Yeah. Yep. In real life, we hate real ants and especially buff ones. Oh no, not the buff ant. They carry 3 times their size in weight. Freaking ant. More ant designs. Like the ants really should have ended up showing up way more in the game, to be honest with you. They're just kind of shoehorned in there because they didn't really have enough time. Of course, it's literally the theme of Twinsanity. They just didn't have enough time. Yeah. So yeah, hi Mario Tube. Balloon City. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what this is. I have no idea. I'm sure one of the devs probably has an idea of what it would be, but yeah, I don't know. The way that this looks, it honestly looks like it might have been that unknown island in the top left of the screen that was for the like map art for the original Crash 3 islands and the iceberg lab with the Engine's battleship. That's probably where this was supposed to be now that I'm thinking about it, but your guess for as what it was supposed to be is as good as mine. I have no idea. Balloon City. I don't know what that is. It's like a flying robot with cleaner things on it. I don't know what that is. That's confusing. Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity. Oh yeah, look at that early box art. I forgot about this image, dude. Oh my god, I've seen this one. I saw this one when I was a kid. It's hilarious. I am Crash Bandicoot! Like... oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. He's fucking got a sword. Why does he have a sword? It looks like Jak and Daxter again, dude. It's like another concept art that looks like Jak and Daxter. A bug that vomits out fire. Bro, that's like something I'd see in Helldivers, a vomit fire bug. There he is. I don't know what that is. A walking fish? Man? A walking fish man? Sir Bandicoot, yes. And yeah, it is kind of like the Crash 1 alpha beta map. We're on Unseen Gallery 6. Here, Mario Tube, you're here. Look at this. This is... where is it? Yeah, look at this, Mario Tube. This is in the concept art. There's your map of Crash with the additional islands of Twinsanity. See, like, I think the Balloon City is in the top left of the screen now. I mean, of course, it's blocked by the Twinsanity logo, but I think the concept art we were just looking at previously for Balloon City was supposed to be that thing in the top left. But yeah, really cool. Really, really cool that they drew another world map of the game again. Look at that thing. I don't know where on earth this was supposed to appear. Maybe in Nina's section. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is an early design for the evil twins. You could be right about that, Sparrow. You very well could be right about that. Cause I guess that kind of makes sense because they're both slightly different. So that could be right. I mean, it looks like they have. Well, the first one on the left looks like it has a beak, anyways. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good description of that. Yeah, literally new Terminid fire thing. Look at this thing. This is another cut enemy from the infamous Gone a Bit Coco level where you just fight plushies as Cortex, of course, inside Coco's brain. No idea what this is. None at all. maybe the Emperor of Balloon City or something. Yeah, I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh yeah, there's a in color concept art for Evil Coco. This is the exact one that I used to create my Minecraft skin based off of this cut character of the game. This is the exact image when I was like, oh man, how long have I had that skin for? I think I made that Minecraft skin for my account in like 2014. I really think it's that old of a skin that I keep using to this day. But yeah, there it is. This just straight up looks like a Jak and Daxter character again. There's a lot of concept art that looks like that a lot, to be honest with you. It's another dragon thing. Oh, scary! Goat man. It's a goat man. He's gonna charge at you with his giant face. Turtle guy. Oh look, there's the big ant. He's huge! He's humongous! Way bigger than Crash. Wow, I didn't think that's how his model scale would have actually been. He's ginormous, man. Oh yeah, look at this! The Ant Riders. The Ant Riders are actually a thing that I think we can see in some of the early prototype stuff that I'm gonna be showing here really, really soon. Bro, that right there straight up looks like a Space Invaders UFO. Yeah, the Goat Man was cool. Giant! Giant ant! I like that. Giant. Yeah, that straight up looks like a Space Invaders UFO. I'm not even gonna lie. That, like, straight up is almost the design for the Space Invaders PlayStation 1 game of the UFO. Just not red, but it's, like, gray and blue instead. More unknown characters. They kind of look like additional natives. Like, that guy there that's kind of a little bit chunky. Oh man, I had to sneeze and then it went away. Oh, I hate that. He kind of looks like that. He looks like Cortex with that goatee and mustache, dude. See you later, Pokesaurus. Pig enemy. Oh, man-eating plant things. I think we have an animated version of this to show off in the YouTube section when we get to the YouTube section. I'm sure this guy was going to appear in the Engines battleship area. That's probably where he would have shown up. This looks like a scarecrow, like an evil scarecrow. Maybe Farmer Man Joe would have had an evil scarecrow to keep things away from his farm. Don't know. I don't know. That's my guess. Oh, look, there's the alligator. The hungry alligator that you would have hopped across in that one concept art. What is that? Like a bobcat? It looks like a bobcat or something. Unknown creature. Another underwater enemy, I'm assuming, like a kraken. A flying squirrel. Okay, that would have been interesting to see a flying squirrel. More Gone a Bit Coco concept art with the plushy enemies. Like it's got a Coco bumper. Yep, Coco's really gone a bit Coco. Ancient turtle, I guess. He's got a tree growing out of the back of him. That's cool. Wood creature. Whatever that is looks really funny. It's like a plant animal hybrid thing. Oh, look, there's some more concept art for the evil twins. Wow, they have a very defined jawline. You can say jawsome. Don't know what that is. That thing looks like it would run up and punch you in the face. Oh, look, another evil scarecrow. Chat aliens. Yeah, literally, dude. That's a great way to put it. Chat aliens. Oh, look, there's a goat man again. Okay, 100%. Hold on, I gotta stop making the game super duper quick. Here's a bonus cutscene as well, I guess you get to see. Crash did a Hadouken. Crash with a sword. It looks so weird. Crash with a sword is something I've just never have thought about. But this game is like, ah, yeah, Crash picked up a sword, dude. Go cut him to bits, slice him to ribbons. Hadoofus! I love that. I love that a lot. That's amazing. Hadoofus! Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Well, there you have it. There you have it. That is all the concept art for Twinsanity. But now we've got an additional little bonus. We've got a early demo version of Twinsanity to play through really quickly. Oh yeah, a close shave. Ooh, the PlayStation official magazine. Wow! Ba 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 ba. And as you see here, it says called Crash Unlimited. And yes, I have some cheat codes activated to make this a little easier on myself. This is the earliest demo of Twinsanity publicly available. And it has a cool intro here. I like the intro. Ah! Unlimited. Oh yeah. Okay. So, yep, here we are. This is the earliest available demo of Crash Twinsanity. And as you'll notice, you can literally just go back through the corridor. There's nothing out there. Like, I think you can even just jump into the void. There's nothing out there. Which is pretty funny. But look, now the doors are closed. Let me in! Let me in! Alright, that's it. You've asked for a door. I will do my ultimate unused attack. Punch! Yep, as you see, Crash Bandicoot in this demo has an unused punch move. I don't know why he can do this and punch, but he can do this. You can press you press spin and then you press slide, and he just does a freaking punch. Look who it is. It's Cortex. Look at him. He's just there. Like, I am Dr. Neo Cortex with my chair that has a misaligned polygon. Ha ha ha! You can never get me, Crash Bandicoot. Let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, and as you see, we've got some cheat codes to help us out. Because we'll be needing this eventually, the levitation cheat code. You stupid Bandicoot! Give me that sword before you take my head off. Wait, never mind. Keep swinging! Okay, so here is pretty cool. You've got these portal rooms that'll take you to the levels that they have for the demos. We've got Jungle Bungle. We've got Cavern Catastrophe, and I believe we've got Totem Hokum.
Oh, Dr. Cortex.
Yeah, and Cortex
His
voices
plans
it
in
too.
ruins. Just when he's on his knees, Mother Nature kicks him in the... you know.
Kicks him in the ass?
Crash must race to keep his
He
sworn
said
enemies
ass?
safe from harm. Why? Find out as we endure Totem Hokum.
Yeah, we're not gonna start there, though. Totem Hokum! Alright, we're gonna go to Jungle Bungle, because it's the earliest level, of course.
In this scene, Dr. Cortex uses a clever ruse in order to lure Crash into a trap. But nothing goes to plan where Crash is concerned. In fact, it's a real jungle bungle.
Yep, and now we can use the teleporter. Yeah, you like how instant that loading was? Let's punch a bird. Oh, I missed. Let's punch a chicken! Punch chicken! Get over here, chicken! Arr, punch you! Arr. Punch monkey! Ow! Yeah, you can punch monkeys. Oh yeah, I didn't show this off, but this is what you're supposed to do with the nut. You're supposed to just put it in this hole over here. Instead, speedrunners use it to literally skip the game. Look, it grows a Wumpa fruit tree! And then you pick up these very stiff Wumpa that just fall into the ground. Whee! And yep, it's, if we come this way, here... This is the first interesting thing that we get to see. You'll notice that this side of the island looks completely different than like the final version of the game. And let's see, we can actually go all the way over there. We just have to do the long jump. So yeah, you're not supposed to be over here in the demo of this, but as you'll notice, look, it's Farmer John or whatever his name's house is right here on the island, like it was rendered in the cutscene that you see in the final version of the game. And of course, this side of the island just looks completely different. You're never supposed to be over here. I don't know why there's just a giant thing of nitros, but there is a giant thing of nitros. Let's see, if we come over this way, it just kind of awkwardly ends because, of course, they were still working on it. Like, ooh, that was some lag. You can see into the rock over there, because the geometry isn't finished, of course. But interestingly enough, if you come over here to the, into Farmer John or whatever his name is, into this area, you can punch chickens, of course. Yeah, look at that. You got a very early version of the worm minigame where it just is text at the bottom of the screen. Obviously, you can't do anything because you don't have Cortex, and you need Cortex to complete this minigame. Like I said, body slamming on the worms does nothing. We can actually come up here by jumping off of the worm's head. I'm assuming that this over here would have taken you to the next area of the game, which of course there's nothing out there now. I'm assuming it would have taken you to like the Totem Hokum area, because the boss fight arena is still here, but it's not accessible by, let's see, can I do a long jump to access it? Probably not. Yeah, okay, levitation cheat, help me out here. Okay. So yeah, now we're up here, and you'll notice this is the boss fight arena for, the Tikimon guy. It's just literally just a giant floating arena. I guess this over here, where this hole is, would have connected you out from Totem Hokum somehow back to the boss fight arena. And then yeah, there's nothing else on this side of the island. They haven't completed it up to this point in time. But you're not supposed to even see this in the unlimited demo because, believe it or not, there's actually a 5-minute time limit to the demo. So they try and encourage you to go really, really quickly through it. But I've disabled that with cheat codes, of course. Oh yeah, speaking of cheat codes, I should probably put that in the description of the video. Oops. Oh well. I'll have to remember to do that after the stream. I don't think I've ever explored what's over up here inside of here, which, I mean, there's probably nothing, but still, why not? Why not come in here and just look at the geometry? You can see inside the island. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you're not supposed to be over here, but the fact you can come over here with glitches is hilarious. Literally, even in the demo, it's very unfinished over here. But yeah, the coolest bit is the fact that the farmer's house is down here on the beach like it is in the cutscene with the evil twins taking Cortex's brain. Because you can literally see the farmer's house in that cutscene, because it was rendered around this time when the farmhouse was still here on the beach of the island. Also, yes, Mario fan, this is the earliest version of Twinsanity publicly available. It's not even called Twinsanity, it's called Crash Bandicoot Unlimited at this point in time. And you can do this. Look at this. You can punch. You can make Crash Bandicoot do a punch move. Punch! Punch! And yeah, Aku Aku, the way he's moving around with Crash is very, very funny looking. Oops, I died. Okay. Good, we're back here now. Let's see, we'll go up here this way. Wee boing! Wah, 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 wah. And then they have gems available. They have gems, but in this case here, they're even more useless than before because they're completely and totally useless. They actually don't do anything. No concept art, no nothing. It's literally just here. Like you can come up here and collect them if you feel like it. Woo! Gemerald! Yeah! We like Gemerald. Let's see. I think over this way is a little bit different, if I'm not mistaken. Whee! Actually, maybe it's not very, very different at all. Boing! Uh-oh. Hey, give me my Gemerald. I want Gemeralds. Gemeralds are the way Crash lives. Yeah, this looks roughly about the same. And yes, the UI is a bit different as well. It's using some of the older, the older Crash Bandicoot game fonts, I believe. Yeah, this is about the same. Just get an extra life. Soccer ball! No, I couldn't punch the bird again. I think you can even still come over here and do the cannon minigame thing. As you'll notice, the cannon doesn't have, it doesn't have the, little handles rendered, but they still exist. Kablam! Blow up the tikis. Oh, well, bye-bye, Crash. I didn't even know I could land over there somewhat at all. But yeah, you can get the gem over there, of course, if you feel like it. I don't think there's anything different about this area over here. I mean, there's a little beach over there, actually. Levitation. We can walk over this way with the levitation cheat code that I have and just explore the unused area. It's just a little beach. It's a little tiny little beach. Crash is a private resort. Oh, it's not solid. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really funny. He's drowning in sand. Quicksand! Ah! Crash's worst enemy! Oh, God! How could this have happened to Crash? You can get the gem up there if you feel like it. Kerblam. And of course, I still need this freaking... There we go. Oh, there is no gem up here. They didn't even have one up here. Oh, look, it's Cortex. Stay close and do what I do. Oh, look at that. He's literally running in place. Oh, now he figured out how to jump. Alley-oop! I don't believe he says that either. I think that's a cut voice line. Should we punch the skunk? We're gonna punch the skunk. Ah! Punch! Punch! I think you can even punch the iron crates. Yeah, look at that. Literally, Crash has got an iron fist. All too easy. Yeah. Hello, mask man. Die. Run! Be scared of Crash. Wah wah. You fail. And look, we got this little area back over here. And I'm fairly certain you can still even do the little cheat to get the gem. Yep. Yeah, you want gem rolled? Just climb up there and get it. And you'll notice there's not a gem over here. I don't think there's anything around this side either. In the final version of the game, there's an extra little unused beach. I'm sorry. There's an extra little unused beach on this side of the giant rock. I feel like I have to sneeze. Damn it, it went away again. Oh, I hate that. Going through the cave here. A cave of wonders and joy. Punch a plant! Arr! This punch move is hilarious. You can still get the guy to blow himself up. Too bad, dude. Oh yeah, this here... I can actually talk about this area a little bit because you'll be seeing it here when I switch to the YouTube videos very soon. This area, to the right, of course, is the normal level path, but if you were to go to the left, originally there would have been that cut area called the Bug Run, which it would have basically taken you underground and you run away from bugs. Of course, now it's just an unused area. I've shown this in the regular playthrough. It hasn't really changed much back here. You still got the unused spikes that are there. They still hurt you and everything. There's a couple of palm trees. Heck, even the discolored water is the same. We come all the way this way with speeding up. Yeah, there's that those platforms. They probably would have put a gem on top of those platforms. And then yeah, that's just all for this little unused area. Anyways, we'll just levitate our way back over. And now we'll go the normal way. Drinking things makes my model freak out. I've seen he said it again. Alley-oop! Oh yeah, this is actually really interesting. Look, it's literally the Tikimon's head. Just randomly here for some reason. There he is. That's the Tikimon. It doesn't hurt you or anything, and he's just a solid piece of collision. We can levitate ourselves up on top of it if we feel like. Just be the ultimate crash. Yeah, I've conquered the Tikimon. Die, evil doer. Oh look! Wow, that is quite an extreme angle Aku Aku's got going on there. What are you doing, Aku Aku? You like those metal crates, huh? Reminds you of Olmec. Not really sure what that is, but it's pretty cool. Of course, up here would have been a... Whoa, what? Did that life icon use an Aku Aku crate? Did I just see that correct? Is that what I really just saw? I think that's what I saw. That was really interesting looking. Ow. Ow! Well, now we get to see it again. Hello! Oh, never mind. We don't get to see it again. I'm pretty certain that's what I saw, though. Ah, dang it. I want to see if I can get past this without having to use the TNT. Hey, there we go. Look at now we can get past easily. Watch this. Whee! Just completely platform past the section with the glitch. And punch a plant again. Oh yeah, the cutscene cut off way earlier there. I'm okay! The spikes broke my fall. Oh yeah, and look. You remember that unused turtle thing that I showed off earlier? Look, here it is in the demo. It's used. There he is. The turtle guy. I don't know why they cut this. They cut this in favor of a talking skunk for a little joke. They could have just made the turtle talk. You wanna die? There. I'll punch him. Yeah, and that joke is still here. The kaiju of kaiju friend of Godzilla. I'm not sure. Whoa, look at that camera angle. You can really see how... Wait, now it loaded in? Oh, okay. What was that? The assets just weren't loaded in at all there. Look, you can walk over here for some reason if you want. You can literally just walk over here. Anyways, so here's what happens if you try and do the boss fight in the early version of the game here. Oh yeah, and you can delete that by body flopping it. There's Cortex.
Surprised to see me, Crash?
Yep, the demo just ends. But, fun fact, you can do this. You can do this if you actually want to play the boss fight. If we come over this way, and we jump up here, this is basically exactly what I did when I was showing how to ride the hoverboard, if you all remember. Which the hoverboard doesn't exist at this point in time. This build was early enough that the hoverboard wasn't a thing just yet. But if we come over this way here, I'm gonna have to use save states for this. You can actually interact with Cortex right here in this cutscene, and you can get the boss fight to trigger if you just body slam him a few times. But you have to do it like perfectly timed, because otherwise you either die or it triggers the cutscene. Yeah. And eventually, oops, I loaded state. And eventually the boss fight will trigger. It's a little finicky. Come on. It's extremely finicky. There we go, finally. Okay, now the boss fight should be triggered. So we'll go into the boss fight arena. And yep, you'll notice he's actually doing the boss fight now. He's throwing the things at us and everything. You'll notice the bomb is a lot smaller here in the beta, and they use the same pew sound effect for basically everything. Yep, you still spin his thing back. Yep, there's the hoverboard. Just a very early version of the fight. Also, that's a glitch. He didn't even blow up all the platforms. And yeah, here you can activate that boss fight by just flying up and punching Cortex again, because it's supposed to end even after you do that. Yep, you can play an early version of it. You'll notice the missiles are not correct, like they're just going sideways. No sound effects or anything. The missile arm is a little bit differently designed as well. It's closer to what we saw in the concept art, with it being like having a little magazine. But yeah, you're not supposed to be able to fight this boss in the demo. They didn't want you to fight it. But you'll notice it's basically the same, just a little bit unfinished, of course. And it just uses the same pew sound effect over and over. Pew! Also this uses that sound effect instead. Yep. So yeah, now, what you can do, you can mess with Cortex still. You can do that, and you make Cortex float and still track you around. You can punch him into the hole if you feel like it. Ooh. Like, now he's still trying to fight me. I think he just does the same thing over and over. You literally just troll Cortex now. Oh! I broke the game. I broke the game. I broke it! I crashed the demo! Let's fucking go! How'd I do that? That's amazing! Oops! Oops, yeah, literally, that's a perfect thing for that. Wow. Okay, well, we gotta reset. Oh my god. Hey, Crash Unlimited. Oh wow. I didn't expect that to happen. Okay. I may have to clip that. That was really funny. Crash Bandicoot Unlimited. Unlimited fun with the demo. You find new things about the demo every time you play it. I actually didn't do that before. The last time I played this demo to practice and find everything that I could do with it, didn't happen once.
Uses a clever ruse in order to lure Crash into it's a real jungle bungle.
Oops, this is Jungle Bungle. We need the other one.
His plans once more thwarted by that moronic marsupial, Dr. Cortex takes on Crash in a no-holds-barred fistfight. Mono a Bandicooto. Little do they know the perils that await them in Cavern Catastrophe.
Mono e Bandicooto. Alright, let's play this version of the level. You'll notice it literally just picks up right where we left off after that boss fight. They could have just connected the two levels together, but I'm not sure why they didn't. But yeah. Yeah, everybody remembers this level. This level's fun. Oh! Oh! They're literally just beating the snot out of each other. Whee! And already you'll notice a difference.
Over there. Trust me. We're pals, right?
Yeah, this part happens way earlier, where you have to use Cortex to activate levers and stuff. Yeah, this is supposed to appear way, way later, but it appears now. I wonder... Can I just jump over there with the glitch? Oh, I can. Let go! Oh, him shooting them makes the freaking spinning away sound? Wee! 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 Oops. Also, let me turn that off for a second. Sorry, I forgot that was on. The music was... The Twinsanity music was covering it anyways. Whee! Hey, look, Cortex got us a gemerald. Oops. I know I can make that jump. Well, not like that, I can't. Oh man, I'm not doing it right. Come on, do the glitch. Glitch the game. Do unintentional, funny misbehavior. There we go. Whoa! Whoa! That was a death! What a death! Dude, Cortex just downwarped like it was Mario 64 or something. That was funny. Also, look, that death route. Wow, we completely skipped that gate, but the death route is on the right instead of on the left here in this early version of this level. Ah! What? What? What was that, Cortex? Ah! He teleported after I died! Bro, how did Cortex not explode? What? Why was he invincible to that? Barrel? Why is there a barrel in this hallway? Boing! Ah, yeah, here we are. Nice geometry. Let's go to the right, I think? Yeah, dude, Cortex did just cheat death. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's that nitro vat. You get to see it for, like, a split second. I found the cheat code of the universe. I can never die, Crash. Go up here. Yeah, he really did. Also, look at this. This is just for a couple of extra lives instead of a gem. There would have been a whole little bouncing platform section. Oh yeah, and look. The rock just falls automatically. Oh wait, there's the gem section. Never mind. That's just for extra lives. Is the idle animation still the same? Whoa, bats! Whoa, why is there bats here? No! I was trying to see the idle animations. Well, that one's the same. Yep, Cortex being choked by Crash. Yep, breaking his arm, that one's still the same. Oh, the spank, of course, that one's still the same. Yep, looks like the idle animations are the same. Okay, let's not die to bats again. Let's just go this way. Oh, look, here's that section I was thinking about with the gem bounces. There we go. Okay, that's different. There's bombs. Oh. I didn't know that. Wow, that's actually kind of really interesting. There's actual bombs and stuff in this section that you would have had to avoid. Why'd they remove that? I wonder why they removed that. That's such a weird decision to remove that. That would have fit nicely. Also, no gem, as you'll notice. Whee! Whee!
Well, a power crystal.
Power crystal! Yep. And then it just ends. The section with the ants just ends the demo. So I don't think there's anything you can do to get past it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think there's literally anything that you can do. Because even my cheat codes don't really work here. So yeah, you're just kind of shit out of luck. But yep. That's that level. Let's see, go back to hub. And then there's one more level that we can check out as well.
Poor Dr. Cortex. His plan's in ruins. Just when he's on his knees, Mother Nature kicks him in the... you know where. Crash must race to keep his sworn enemies safe from harm. Why? Find out as we endure Totem Hokum.
Yep, there's this part available to play. Whee!
You have to help me, Crash. You heard them. They want to destroy our island home, humiliate and enslave you, and steal my brain. How I envy the simple life of the tribesfolk. Living in harmony with Mother Nature, the noble boar, the humble bumblebee.
You gotta love the early voice acting. Also, yeah, you'll notice, because I have cheat codes enabled, Uka Uka is here, and he is very, very glitchy. We actually have Aku Aku and Uka Uka flying together, but obviously it's just buggered. Because I'm not supposed to have a mask here, but the levitation cheat code gives you a mask. If you're wondering why there's graphical glitches, that's exactly why. But yeah, this section is roughly the same. Yep, Cortex beehive face. Whoa! What the fuck? Dude, I just wrong warped! What was that? I've never had that ever happen before. I don't even know how I did that. Ha! That was something. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so yeah, the one-ups are literally just Aku Aku masks. Ah, I died. I died again? How do I keep doing that? I literally just went over there and hit the button myself. Yep, and here's where it ends. Yep, there you have it. Cortex just screams at you and the demo ends. As far as I'm aware, there's not really any way to access any more sections, I believe. Yeah. I think, anyways. Actually, what if I use a levitation cheat during that?
Oh, Dr. Cortex, his plan's in ruins. Just when he's on his knees, Mother Nature kicks him in the... You know where. Crash must rescue this for any sacred harm. Why? Find out the way to do it. Welcome.
You have to help me, Crash. You have to help me, Crash. You have...
Stop going so fast. Let's see. Will the levitation cheat code work? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. There, Cortex is invincible. We can just move on. I wonder if there's anything else. Or if it's a trigger zone near the end of that area. Whoa, look, here I broke the camera. You're not supposed to see this. That's funny, though. I highly doubt there's anything else back there, but doesn't hurt to find out, I suppose. Nope, it's a trigger. Okay. Can I avoid the trigger? Probably not. Yeah, you're probably right, but I am still gonna experiment anyways, because I've got the power of save states on my side. Save states and fast forward. Mash your button. Oops. What is the button to... Okay, there we go. I figured out how to slowly descend. Oh, whoa, okay. Yeah, we can come back over here, but there pretty much is nothing. That's funny. I mean, I'm glad I explored over here anyways. It's interesting that I could see this unfinished geometry, but... yeah, I wasn't really expecting there to be anything. That makes me wonder, can I do that in the other area that gets cut off? Am I able to just go see if there's any unfinished geometry that way as well? Let's see. We're just gonna go back there. We're gonna see what we can do with levitation here.
No holds barred fist fight. Mono a Bandicooto. Little do they know the perils that await them in cavern catastrophe. Throw me over there. Trust me.
Okay, let's see what we can do with levitation here. Can I skip past the rollerball trigger here? Dear Lord. The game really doesn't like me doing this at all. This is the most graphically intense glitch I've seen out of the game as of yet. Come on, glitch out of the terrain. It is so hard to see what is going on at all. So far, doesn't really appear to be any way to get out of bounds. Oh, did I just find a way to go out of bounds? Question is, where the hell am I? Where am I? We need the camera to come with us. Yeah, the camera does not want to seem to follow Crash through a wall at all. Yep, there's just nothingness. Well, yeah, I guess we can't. So to be able to do that, we'd have to skip past this roller brawl trigger.
Throw me over there. Trust me. We're pals, right?
And yeah, levitation only works when it's just solo Crash. Yeah, that's just a death plane.
Throw me over there.
Well, yeah, I guess we can't do anything else with the demo. Well, that's unfortunate, but at least we got to see an extra little piece of terrain. Too bad the camera just refuses to clip through and follow Crash. That's too bad, because in other areas it does actually do that. No, Cortex, we are not pals. You will die. I will explode your brain. Or not. What was that pose he had? That was quite a pose. Yeah, that was quite a pose. He was just standing there all, like, menacingly. You can break Cortex by doing that. Levitation for the win. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. Yeah, that's unfortunate that I can't stop the roller brawl from happening. If I could, I would have been able to go and see more. But yeah, I mean, you can see a glitching game sprites. That's hilarious. We didn't go up this way, so we might as well just quickly go up this way. I think this way is literally just for a gemerald. Whee! There we are. That way would have been for a gem or something. Whoa! It's the Crash Bandicoot! He's fucking dead! Whoa! Anyways, let me close the game, exit without saving, And we don't need that. Yeah, I've never tried to explore the Totem Hokum thing. It's interesting that the early collision is still there. It just kind of cuts off into water, but still, the fact that I could break the camera and look at it like that was interesting. So was the early Cortex cutscene voice. That's got to be just one of the developers doing the voice for Cortex there in that moment. But yeah. Anyways, now we can switch to we switch to this scene here. Because now we've got some stuff to show off on YouTube. And of course I'm gonna play the lo-fi still. Just so we have some background beats. Yeah, Reimu's down there at the bottom peeking up. I forgot I didn't fully delete Reimu. She's just sitting there. That's really funny, actually. So yeah, we got some extra stuff to show off here on YouTube. The playlist, if you're curious and you want to see, like everything in this playlist on the proper channels that they came from, I highly encourage you to check out the playlist in the description. It's the first one I linked. It's got a lot of interesting Twinsanity beta stuff in there. I'm going to show snippets and stuff of it and talk over it, of course, because of copyright, of course. This is a first for my channel, by the way. I've never, ever done reaction content ever, so this is a first, and probably last for a channel. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's honestly a little too risky for my liking, with copyright strikes and all that, but for Twinsanity, I have such a love for this game that I'm willing to take that risk anyways. But yeah, we have some stuff to show off here in this playlist, so we're gonna begin with this here. Let me turn this up. This one is just a cutscene render. We can show this one off pretty confidently. I believe, actually, where this ends up coming into play is a cutscene for, oh god, brain, work with me. I think there's a later demo disc for Crash Twinsanity, that is, why is my model doing that? That was weird. There's a later demo disc for Twinsanity that, basically you can see this being used in. It's like an intro cutscene. And in this demo, it's actually called Twinsanity, so it's like a little bit later than the one we just played. The one we just played is like the earliest possible one that you can see of Twinsanity that's publicly available. I don't have the exact build date, but it's just called Crash Bandicoot Unlimited, and you can find it on like the Hidden Palace. Let's see here. You've been working on a Fire Pro Ka for Spyro while watching this stream. Finally finished him. Team him up with Crash. Just Crash and Burn. Oh yeah, that's great. See, I wish there was actually like a full and proper Spyro Crash crossover game that was like fully fleshed out and not the GBA game. The GBA game is just awful. It's really bad. Like, it would have been cool to see an actual, like, platformer, 3D platformer that melded Crash and Spyro stuff together. Maybe somebody will make it as a fan game, maybe not, but it would have been cool to see that. Too bad it's not a thing. Yeah, the only Crash Spyro crossover we got was Crash Bandicoot Purple, and it was bad. It was really, really, really bad. Like, I don't like that game at all. It's awful. Yeah, he would probably just fry up Cortex, honestly. He probably would. Yeah, Crash is forgiving, but Spyro is not. That is indeed true. Spyro would just go, you're dead, dude. You're done. No more evil doing. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna start with this video, which is a welcome cutscene for this later demo.
Welcome, freeloaders, geeks, and nerds, to my
iceberg lair.
I am Dr. Neo Cortex, star of the Crash Bandicoot
Crash
video game
Twinsanity!
franchise. Join me as we play excerpts from the latest installment,
Crash Bandicoot
Unlimited!
Oh, he said unlimited! I thought he was gonna say Twinsanity. He said unlimited. Crash Bandicoot Unlimited!
Welcome, freeloaders.
God, why is YouTube so fucking slow on Firefox? Let's see. The North American demo is April 4th, 2004. Yeah, the one we played was not the North American demo. It was the PAL demo. Let's see here. The bonus video. Oh yeah, I put this in here because I thought it would be interesting to look at the E3 trailer for Twinsanity. I've actually never seen the E3 trailer myself for Twinsanity. Oh, Vivendi Universal. Like, there he is. Cash Panuka! What was that? Did he just, like, do a spinning punch thing? What was that? Do that again. Oh, yeah, look at that. He did, like, a spinning punch thing. What was that? That was cool. I guess for their idea for Crash Twinsanity, like, way early on, I guess Crash was supposed to be more martial arts-like. Because they have that bonus video as well of Crash doing, like, martial arts and stuff. That would have been really cool, actually. Oh, yeah, that cutscene there. That was literally the cutscene we just saw, and it's even in the early render and everything for Cavern Catastrophe, where it's just right there in the middle of the cavern, basically. Throw me over there, trust me. Oh, that's an early freaking... Oh, that was interesting. That was a really early laser sound, like... I wonder if that's the same one we saw in the demo or not, but it doesn't sound like it. That's Dr. Cortex, of course.
Once they were mortal.
Yes, they're mortal enemies.
Now they're teaming up.
Yeah, literally, that's still in that early spot for that and everything. They use that in the E3 trailer. That's really cool. Look, you can literally see that. We just played that. That's really cool. We literally just played that. You can recreate the trailer with the demo if you felt like it. That's awesome. There's still enemies. That's hilarious. What is this music? Oh, yeah. Whoa, what? What was that? Dude, that's the original Crash Whoa sound. Why is it in the trailer all pitched down? That's weird. Whoa. Let's see, I want to see... Oh, that's a little different looking. I'm not sure where this takes place in the island, but that skull thing there, I don't recall the island looking like that. That's really cool. And then, yep, Mecha Bandicoot. Yay! Mecha Bandicoot. Yeah, throw Cortex into there. Whoa, go back. That's a glitch. Dude, they had a glitch in the freaking E3 trailer. Look at that. That's the backside of Uka Uka. Why is he there for some reason? Just floating in midair. Dude, this game is just so marred with glitches. Even in the E3 trailer, there's a glitch present. That is hilarious. Oh, look, the early version of the minigame that we couldn't play because Cortex wasn't present. Look, it's in the E3 trailer with the same UI layout and everything. It even looks like it's still taking place on the beach. That's really cool. Barrel, sliding, Totem Hokum, of course. Yeah. Oh, spiking! Yeah, what a feature. The funniest Crash game ever. Honestly, yeah, that statement, even in the trailer, still holds up. It really is a hilarious Crash Bandicoot game. It honestly probably is the funniest one in the series. Yeah, that was totally on the beach and everything, the original layout. That's cool that it's in the E3 trailer. Oh, yeah, that's gotta hurt. Whoa, hold on. I gotta look at Uka Uka's face there. What is going on with Uka Uka's face? Dude, it looks like the textures are backwards there. Like, that's weird looking, man. That's really weird looking. Look at him. He's just like mostly yellow instead of black. That's weird. It's just Uka Uka is just really weird in the demo or E3 trailer, that is. One man, one marsupial, one mega adventure.
Twinsanity!
Oh, Twinsanity! Yay! For the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. And fun fact, there was supposed to be a GameCube version. If we scroll down here to our little handy-dandy playlist, we got the next couple of videos that we're going to just take a quick peek at is actually GameCube gameplay from IGN, of course. Thanks, IGN. You've archived something that doesn't exist anymore. Woohoo! Of course, it's going to be extraordinarily early. Yep. Literally just Crash doing some Crash things. Like, super duper early. Oh look, it's the Tikimon. A very early version of the Tikimon. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. It's using the original Crash Bandicoot sounds. Like the spin, the nitro, the crate breaking. That's the original Crash Bandicoot sounds. That's really cool. Wow, I like that. That's cool. It's literally the original Crash sounds, the jump, the everything. Yeah, here's a second gameplay of 2004, 5/14. If YouTube wants to cooperate. Oh yeah, look, it's an early GameCube version. Oh look, it's so early, it doesn't even have a picture of the Wumpa yet. It just says Wumpa. That's really cool. Still using the super duper early Crash Bandicoot original trilogy sounds, so that's cool. Cortex. Whoa, what's going on there? Go back, go back. Dude, look, that's using the Roller Brawl. That's using Roller Brawl animations with them fighting and the arms and the feet coming out and everything. That's a really interesting looking thing. Why is that occurring? Look, now it's just glitched. That was a glitch. Oh, they're using invincibility. I see what they're doing. I see you. You can't fool me. You're using an invincibility. I saw that. You went right through the nitro and exploded. Yeah, look at you in the developer invincibility. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's funny. Super early. Even the layout for this stage is a lot different than I remember, to be honest with you. Yeah, I understand why it didn't come to GameCube, because it didn't sell well, and they didn't... Obviously, we're just not given enough time for anything with Twinsanity. Still a shame that it wasn't on GameCube, though. That would have been cool to have a GameCube version of Twinsanity, to be completely honest. But, I mean, with the GameCube disc limitation and all that, it probably just was for naught, to be honest. Let's see here. I'm going to read your message, Sparrow. You had to give Cortex a partner. He will team up with Dr. Clayton Forrester, MST3K. Brain Power, unless you come up with a better name. Who is that? Clayton Forrester. Dr. Clayton Forrester. The War of the Worlds. Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen where this guy comes from. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yeah, I've never seen that myself. Let's see here. Continuing on with the beta stuff. So this next video that I'm gonna briefly show off here is actually the straight up earliest. This is the earliest Crash Twinsanity anything that's available on the internet. It's available on YouTube. The cast riff on bad movies. It's hilarious. Maybe I will actually have to give that a watch. Okay, so before we get into this video here, let me explain a little bit about where this came from. This person here, Neo Kesha, as far as I'm aware, is the only person that has access to this because they got it from like it says here in the description, an anonymous source, and they had to fix it up a little bit. They're obviously not given permission to release it or anything. So this is basically all we get to see of it. As you'll notice, apparently this is the earliest known name for Crash Twinsanity, which was Crash Bandicoot Evolution. And the first thing we're going to point out is this little thing on Crash's wrist. Later on in the video, like, we're going to kind of be skipping through this a little bit. Later on in the video, you'll notice why Crash has that on his wrist. I mean, yeah, this is just like a physics test. Like, he's writing down the platform and everything. As you can hear, it's using the original OG Crash sounds. His run animation is just really, really wonky. Like, I mean, his running animation is kind of wonky as it is in the game, but yeah, see here, it's just like super duper wonky. So of course this is the earliest thing available for Twinsanity, but yeah, his running animation, he puts so much effort into swinging his arms. And it's pretty much just a big test bed. Yeah, he's stumbling around at the speed of sound. He's got nowhere to go but chase a rainbow. I see some physics tests here as well. I don't know what this object is. It's pretty interesting that you have to spin it upwards to make the platform rise. It honestly reminds me of the Crash Bandicoot 1 level native fortress, or like the fortress levels, where you've got the things that you have to spin to become a platform. It's a little bit like that, to be honest. And yeah, of course, this early spin sound is just using Crash 1, 2, and 3 sounds. Yeah, literally, that was just the classic Crash TNT explosion and the death sound. Whoa! Crash is dead. Cool. This part is really cool. There's like this, oh yeah, this was in the concept art. Remember, we saw this in the concept art. There was an ant writer, like, writing on the ant thing here. This is really cool. He goes over, he kicks the thing off the ant, and then look, you can ride the vehicle, like, what? I mean, I get it's, like, super glitchy and buggy, but still, that would have been cool to have more vehicles to just mess around with in Twinsanity. He just hops right on there. And then we skip ahead here a little bit. There's some debugging options. Pretty cool stuff. Just debug stuff with the graphics. He's like messing around with the graphics. Oh, wireframe and hitbox view. We like that. Let's see here. We're gonna skip over some of these a little bit and go straight to the editor. The editor is really interesting because the guy in the video here puts in some interesting stuff. Like, you can add stuff to this and whatnot. Let's see. He's messing with stuff. It's like place crates and whatnot, like nitros and all that. Then if we go over here, this is where it gets really interesting, when he starts placing this stuff called ceiling chi grass. Like, let's skip forward to it. So he's as you see, he's placing them down with the editor, and it's just like some rock looking thing. But when he goes back, yeah, here. Look, that little thing on his wrist, look, it's a grappling hook for Crash. Like, it's literally the thing that Nina Cortex has, but for Crash Bandicoot instead. And he's, like, swinging off the ceiling and stuff. It's super duper cool. Like, there's that ceiling version that we just saw with him swinging across and all that. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were going for with the evolution, as it was called in this point in time, but Crash with a grappling hook is super cool. Let's see. These, I'm not too certain what this is supposed to be. they call it asteroids and fragments. Yeah, I don't really know what it's supposed to do. To me, it just seems like a collectible at this point in time, because that's like all it functions as, is just like a collectible. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was a sound I wasn't ready for. Nice Aku Aku pickup sound. That was just a loud ding. Wow. I didn't expect that. That was really funny. Yeah, Spider-Coot does whatever a Spider-Coot does. Good God. Yeah, that was loud. That is fucking funny. It's just a bell ding. Yeah, stock sounds. Let's see. Wall Chi-Chi grass. We'll skip to this section. This one is also pretty interesting. Like, do you guys remember how Nina kind of functioned with her grappling hook? That's I believe that's kind of what we are seeing here. He left the fucking debug hitboxes on. But yeah, as you see, it's literally Nina Cortex's like grappling hook and the way it functions and everything. Except he's like hanging there for a second, so it's pretty interesting. Crash with a grappling hook is just really interesting to me. There's also, I guess, a floor version. What do you do with the floor version? Oh, it breaks. Okay, so it just does nothing. Well, I mean, it isn't very early stuff. I wish the dude would not have left the debug test hitboxes and stuff on, so you could have seen it a little bit better, but yeah, there's not really much else to note of this, but for the longest time, this was just such an infamous piece of lost media for Twinsanity. Well, not lost media, but something that nobody had ever seen up until this point. And the most interesting thing about it is when it was shown off, like 2022. Very interesting. I would not have expected something like this to come out in 2022. It's just a shame that you can't play it because the person that gave it to this person doesn't want it released, which is a shame. I guess they're worried about, like, it getting back to them or something, which is understandable, but it's just too bad that they can't just anonymously release it to, like, the Hidden Palace or something. Because I know on the Hidden Palace you can release something to them and still be claimed as anonymous, but yeah, whatever, I digress. The fact that it's up here on YouTube on this person's channel, NeoKesha, is still awesome enough to see it as it is. I really enjoy that this is a thing that came out for Twinsanity beta content pretty recently. I mean, like, within the last 3 years, it's pretty recent for unused content and stuff. We're not going to look too much at these two videos here. I'm just going to play a couple of the voice lines. But, I guess at some point in development, their idea for the game over screen would have been, like, to have the twins insult you and stuff, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, the stupid one says, "Game me over." Game me over. They would have insulted you for failing, basically. Yeah, we're not gonna go through the whole video and play all the voice lines. It's in the playlist if you want to listen to all of them. I guess we can listen to, like, a couple of the continue lines. It's basically just what you would expect for something like this.
You want more?
Yeah. Go on. You want more? Well, come and get us, man. That kind of stuff. Anyways, the next thing we're going to be looking at is on Game Hut's channel here. This is what I was talking about earlier in the stream. This person is John Burton, who was like one of the leads for the game, I believe. So he has some really, really cool stuff up on his channel available to watch. Of course, I can't show the entire video in its entirety because that's not fair use. We're just going to be basically skipping over some stuff to note in this video here. Let's see here, like
2003.
Yeah. So this is a really early layout. Super early with the map and the way that it all looks here. It's a little, it honestly looks a little similar to the demo that we played, but just even more early. Like, we've got this bridge thing here, I believe. I'm not sure what's to the left of the camera. I don't think he turns the camera to the left. I believe this is such an early placeholder that here, let me pause the music real quick. This is such an early placeholder that I believe it's using Wrath of Cortex music.
So a good probably 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, you could kind of hear it there. It's literally using Wrath of Cortex music, and as he said, it's like 8 or 9 months before the game would come out, so it's like super duper early. Of course, let's continue on.
Yeah, the music is.
Oh yeah, over here, there's like a physics-based looking thing. He like is just kind of messing around with a nut. I believe it's just there to just test the physics and stuff. Domain level. I'm not sure why it's called domain level, but it seems to be just. Yeah, just what you expect. Just the normal path of the level. Like, you've got the skunk bridge and everything. That's still correct. Looks like the mask there doesn't work correctly. Not implemented yet. I mean, the crate layout here is a little bit different, and there's a man-eating plant over there.
Okay.
Is that bats or... Oh, that was like butterflies. Yeah, there's like butterflies and stuff. I don't think there's butterflies in the final game. He goes through the cave here. The cave looks about the same. Just
It looks pretty dark.
yeah, just dark cave, like you'd expect. This area here is where it starts to get interesting. If we go right here, you remember that unused graphics that we saw in the this was in the concept art for the game. This is the bug run that I was talking about a lot earlier in the stream. You would have gone left here, and you would have seen the bug run level. But besides that, he's going to show this off in another video that we're about to click through. Yeah, besides that, it's pretty much the same. You just progress through the level like you would. Still has the unused turtle enemy here from the demo that we just played. So it's pretty much exactly like that demo that we played. The only difference is that, of course, the build that he has access to here is even earlier than what I played on stream. So there is no Cortex boss fight. It's just an empty cave area. Kind of like how we glitched up into seeing the Totem Hokum area. Or not Totem Hokum, sorry. The Tikimon boss fight. It was just an empty, mapped out area ready to create the boss fight, essentially. And of course, yeah, he talks about it here. 8 months from before the game was released. Super duper cool. We're gonna really quickly go on to Bug Run. He shows off Bug Run a little bit here. Stop. Fucking YouTube. Oh my god, I hate how slow it is, and now it went back. I don't know why YouTube on Firefox is just so fucking bad. Oh, yeah, look at that. It even thought I wasn't even connected to the fucking internet. I hate YouTube so much right now. Anyways, I have to go click back into Bug Run. Gonna mute this for a second. God damn it. Come on, YouTube. Fucking cooperate. I know I'm asking a lot out of you, YouTube, but you need to cooperate. Okay, so... And yeah, this shit annoys the fuck out of me. It just like freezes up every few seconds. So yeah, as you see here, he's gonna go down the bug run path. And it's pretty interesting. Like, you would literally just, you go this way. If he turns the camera here in just a second, you go this way, and instead of there being a giant like pool there, there's just a hole that you jump down into, and of course here's the hole, and then you would walk down this path this way. Of course the audio is completely broken, but we don't really need the audio. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, you go down this path, and as you'll notice, there's like this area underground that he's running through, and basically what he says in the video, because I've watched this a few times, basically what he says is this would have been like an area where the bugs would have chased you, and of course he said, oh, we couldn't really do it in time because we couldn't figure out how to reduce the stress of the bug AI onto the PlayStation, so we had to cut it for time. And of course he says the camera would have been flipped around like how it is here. Pretty cool looking little like thing where the bugs would have spawned. It really reminds me up here about it looks like the Crash 1 boulder holding thing, like how you would come out towards the camera from that. And of course he just kind of runs through the level here. And of course there's just stuff that you would have avoided. Obviously with the camera being turned around and the bugs chasing you, he said this section was just way too hard for the early game. So that was also part of a reason why it ended up getting cut, is because of that. Yeah, I kind of understand why they would cut it, because if it really is as hard as they say it is with the camera being all around and the bugs chasing you, yeah, that probably wouldn't have really fit too well, being at the very beginning of the game. And to be honest with you, probably all this would have been for is a gem. Excuse me. Because, like, if we go here to the end of the video, you'll notice he's climbing back up out of the hole here. And bam, there we are. You can see Cortex up there and everything. This literally just leads you back to the main part of the level path anyways. So it literally would have just been for a gem, I'm assuming. So yeah, just a collectible, of course. But yeah, it's really cool that it's here on YouTube on Game Hut's channel, which you should really check this guy's channel out. He has so many like early concepts and stuff, and just unused stuff for Traveler's Tales stuff, because that's, you know, John Burton's from Traveler's Tales. Really cool stuff. I'm glad that he uploaded it to YouTube so it could be saw here on YouTube. The Lego Star Wars Anakin's fight, on his channel. Yeah, I haven't fully looked into his channel. I don't know everything that he has, but I know he has some really interesting stuff. Like, it would make sense for the Lego stuff to be there, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to look in there. Yeah, that is really cool. Really cool channel. You should check it out for sure. Let's see here. What is this in here? Oh, I remember why I put this in here.
So this
oh yeah, this is really cool, actually. This is a really early version of Engine's Battleship. Does he say when?
It's from February 2004. So quite
February 2004.
In fact, this is quite an early take.
Oh wow, look at that. February 2004, he says. Look at that. Go back a little bit. Look, it's the shark. It's the unused shark. He's actually in this prototype here, jumping back and forth between the pool. That's really cool. I didn't think the shark was used anywhere. We got just some dudes frozen in the wall. Look at those nitros buried into the snow. That's really funny. Let's skip forward a little bit here. Okay. So this is where it starts to get really interesting.
Being moved.
Go back a little bit. So yeah, it looks like here there would have been a small, like, little physics puzzle thing. And it would have had to, you would have had to, like, blow up an entrance into Engine's battleship, it looks like. And it's guarded by the shark enemy and the... Thank God he put a picture here so you can see what it actually looks like in the final... This is the final rendition of it, what it looks like in the final game. It's literally just an open door. You just stroll right on into Engine's battleship. But in here, it looks like you're actually, like, breaking into the battleship, which is super duper cool. I wish they would have kept, like, the way that you come into the ship here. That is super cool. Literally, yeah, that is really fitting. Super cool. Crash has got to be chilly, but he's got fur, right? So it doesn't matter. Yeah, he comes in here, and there's, like, this, there's, like, this oil slick. Does he walk on it? Yeah, there's, like, this oil slick, and it has, like, some ice physics, as you can tell. Pretty interesting. I think there is ice physics in the final game, and, like, the one spot right before the ship. I can't recall if it's in any other area of the game, but, still cool that it's got some ice physics here. We skip forward a little bit, and there's, yeah, the ship interior is completely different. There's, like, these physics puzzles that you have to, like, spin valves and stuff up, it looks like. Obviously, he was just using invincibility cheats there, which makes sense. He's just showing stuff off. You'd spin those up, and they'd raise the platforms, it looks like, to get past the cannon guy. Which, there's not really anything like that in Engine's battleship in the final one. There's, like, not a cannon dude shooting things. Where it gets interesting is later on here.
This stayed the same, this little cutscene.
Yeah, that's exactly the same, like he said. I think even if we skip forward here, even this part is pretty much more or less the same, with all the rockets being down there. The funny thing is, I just skipped past the rocket, like, bay being shown off because the game is so buggy you can just jump around it. Because of course you can. It's just showing some general differences. This section is relatively the same. You spin a bag, the bag rotates a platform, and then you can continue on. Believe this area is a lot different.
Because we felt like we needed much more sort of mechanical things going on in the battleship.
Yeah, I guess they changed it because they wanted more mechanical things, is what it sounds like he was saying. And he shows the photo too. Like, it's so different. You've got, like, this this room here is the final version of the room. It's kind of, my take on it is it's like the sump pump or whatever you want to call it for the ship, like pumping out water in case water gets into the ship. So it makes sense for that to be there. But yeah, I guess the thing that they were going for with this early version is just like, it's a massive stockpile of missiles. Like, Engine is just so obsessed with missiles, because it's a warship after all. Yeah, this section looks the same. The Donkey Kong section. Oh yeah, look, the rusty walrus chase. This is a little bit different, of course. It's a lot more unfinished, but what we ended up getting is pretty similar to that. It just is more refined looking. The most interesting thing about this video here that is most of note is the boss fight is so much different.
The final game had the kind of circle, you ran in a circle around him on a floating platform.
Yeah, there he goes. He shows it off. This is what the final game's boss fight ended up looking like. It's such a bad boss fight. I'm not even gonna lie. It is probably the worst one in the entire series. At least most people would say that. It's like the worst one in the series because it's so boring. You just run around in a circle and get Engine to blow himself up. Whereas here in the build that he's got going, he's like on the front of the battleship, and as you can see, like there's missiles and stuff coming at him. That looks like you would have had to shoot back, or I mean, I guess he's deflecting those ones. But I know he like shoots a missile back, I think. Right? Yeah, there it is, the homing missile. Yeah, I guess you would have shot the missile back, and it looks like it would have blown up all the other missiles that Engine had stockpiled, so literally a catastrophic, like, chain reaction for Engine to just explode his own ship. And then, of course, you would have been launched onto another boss fight, this boss fight with Trophy and Brio. Nice T-posing, right? You like the T-posing? I like T-poses. The only thing of note, other than T-pose Brio over there going into the water, is that this boss has an unused attack, which he showcases here. Let's go back just a little bit more. So he jumps into the water after doing his thing, and then he jumps back up. And as you'll notice, he tilts the entire platform down, and you've got these you got TNTs spawning, and you have to basically hold the TNT and then shoot it back into his mouth there to end his part of the fight. And then from there, it would have gone into the trophy thing with him breaking up the platform and all of that. Exactly the same as it is in the final game, but I wish they would have kept that phase for the Embryo part, because honestly, Embryo in this fight just feels like he adds so little to the fight. He literally just bounces around and you run in a circle to avoid it. It doesn't take anything at all to avoid it. Like, if you're moving, you're fine, and that's that. So I wish they would have kept that for the final game, honestly. It felt like you're actually engaging and fighting Embryo a little bit more than just avoiding him, and then he just fucks off after you beat up Trophy. I've never really understood that, but it's neat that it's here nonetheless, so you can actually see it. But anyways, yeah, moving on. This video here is what I was talking about earlier when we were looking at the rough drawings for the cutscenes. Basically, the community just added the voices for each cutscene back into it and stitched them together, so it's like a very, very rough rendition of the cutscene. Pretty cool. But we're not gonna watch that. We'll go here to this video here, Gone a Bit Coco gameplay footage. Yeah, this is it. This is literally all the community had for the longest time, for the Gone a Bit Coco gameplay. Like, you just get Cortex shooting bullets, and that's it. You can see a really, really rough rendition of what the 3D stage layout would have looked like, but for the longest time, that's all we got. I think some of the developers have talked about Gone a Bit Coco in the meantime. But yeah, that was all we had for quite some time, and we'll see here. We're not gonna listen to too many of the dialogue for the enemies, but I guess somewhere they existed. Yeah. It's literally just Debbie Derryberry doing some silly voices for these plushy enemies, and of course you can just imagine they would run at Cortex trying to hug him, which Cortex is allergic to love or something, so he would have died. Pretty funny stuff. Anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna show some of this stuff off. This stuff is cool because you've got like animated versions of the test stuff, bouncing. Got him shooting a bullet or something at Cortex. Yeah, you got early animated versions of some of these cut enemies. Let's see here. Cute World Rabbit, just bouncing, jump hug. Yeah, just would have been a rush down type of enemy from what it looks like. Just running straight at Cortex and just shoot it in the face. We're not gonna watch these 3 videos. I'm gonna click into this. They're in the playlist if you want to watch them. Basically, they're just very, very early in-game renders for the cutscenes. I believe you can actually, as it says here, this is the July 19th prototype. I believe you can actually play this prototype and go through pretty much the whole game to see them, like, as they're used in the game. Let's see. Let's go to the brain cutscene, because I like the brain cutscene. Yep, there they are. I like how you can just see them before. Pull out Cortex's brain. I want to see that.
We've some good news.
And some bad. Bad news? You're stupid! Ha ha ha!
The good. You won't be around to see it.
Yep.
How tiresome.
Oh, you want to play mind games? Okay, tough guy.
Pull out his brain. Boink! Okay, go back. I gotta go back a little bit. Look at that. That looks so funny. Cortex is a smooth brain in this prototype cutscene. Yeah, you smooth brain. You have no mind, scientist. That's really funny. He's just a freaking smooth brain. Yeah, there's that. It's just very early versions of the cutscenes. Oh yeah, this one here is cool. You kind of saw it in the evolution video that we showed off, like how it's the guy was riding on this thing and then Crash rode on top of it. I guess it was supposed to have a fire attack. That's kind of a common thing with the ants, honestly, in the game is that they all have like these fire attacks. They're cleaner. What is a cleaner? Oh, this is something that wasn't even shown off in concept art. In-game model balloon. I guess this is that balloon of an enemy that you would see in that balloon world concept art that we got to see. So I guess it would have gone around cleaning the city. I guess that makes sense why they would call it the cleaner, of course. We got some other various creatures like a barrel crab. What is a barrel crab? Oh, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a crab that's using a toxic barrel as its shell, I guess. It's like a little hermit crab thing. This thing, I'm not too certain about what it's supposed to be. Baby plant. You'd probably just see this in the Twinsanity Island. Eat. What is he eating? Yeah, I don't know what it's eating. Weird enemy. Daddy plant. Oh boy. Daddy plant. Maybe it would have ate something and became this? I guess? I don't really know. It just jumps at you like a frog, I guess. It just looks like a frog. It literally just looks like a big frog. Oh yeah, we got to saw the tree guy in the concept art. Here's an animated version of it. It just has a grab attack, I guess. That makes sense. Oh, there's that weird fly thing. Oh, you know what that looks like? I think I understand what they were going for with this enemy concept. Looks like it would have sucked up the acid and stuff, or like the nitro or whatever they call it, and just spat it back at you. So I guess it has a stinger attack. That looks weird. I guess it would have just darted at you. Oh, the Froggenstein. So this is actually interesting because, as you know, in my Twinsanity playthrough, I was using a modified version of Twinsanity during the main part of the playthrough. And, this enemy actually did end up showing up during our playthrough of it as something we could fight. It just literally just jumps at you to try and kill you, and that's all. Just another rushdown type of enemy. But the crate mod loader and the community behind the crate mod loader actually restored that, so it's really cool. Yeah, of course, it's just a goofy little guy that just jumps at you and bam, you're dead. He touched you. Oh no. There you go, you're dead. Oh, the gargoyle. Yeah, I remember we saw this guy in the cutscene. Like I said, I really think that it would have fit in the section with Nina, Rooftop Rampage. Just jumps at you, I guess. Does it breathe fire? Oh, it does breathe fire. Kind of had an animation there. Rawr, rawr. So many things in this game would have breathed fire. It's hilarious. Moving on. We've got a vermin. Oh yeah, this was that thing I had no idea what it was even supposed to do. You can jump. It eats, I guess. Eat crate? Wait, so it was supposed to go around consuming the crates in the level? Huh. Okay, that's not at all what I thought that thing was going to be used for. I thought it was just going to, like, run up and punch you in the face or something, or I guess, like, eat Crash, but no, I guess this thing targeted the crates in the level is what it just said there, eat crate. Wow, that's not at all what I thought it would be doing. I was completely wrong on that. See, this is why I love that the developers of Twinsanity have been coming out lately, showing stuff about their games. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we got a bunch of ants to show off. We got the medium ant, is what they call it. But this dude's freaking ginormous. How is this called the medium ant? If this is the medium ant, I want to know what a large ant would have looked like. Because this thing towers over Crash in that in the concept art. I mean, it just gets alerted. Oh, the Hulk pose. This is probably after you die to the enemy. It would have just started striking poses on you. It just starts flexing on you because you got killed by it. That would have been really funny. I think that the small ants actually do that. Does it have an attack animation? Okay, yeah, I guess it just would have slowly walked at you and just clawed you down. Let's see, small ant old design. Oh, look at that. It's like more red, and it's of course got the Hulk poses. Yeah, Hulk 1, Hulk 2. Arrgh! And they would have gone rah! Rah! That's exactly what they do. Alert, jump, march, run. Oh, the running animation looks pretty much the exact same. Oh, they have a salute. I guess they would have saluted the bigger ants, like the bigger ant was like a commander or something. Scientist, man. Okay, yeah, this is one that I was really interested in seeing. Buttons. I guess he would have been, like, at a terminal or something, and then he would have been alerted to your presence. Hopping, running. Does he still have... Yeah, he's, like, a pretty similar... Slap? Oh, that's almost like a face palm. Oh, yeah, and I was right. Okay, so he was literally like the... Dude, he's, like, exactly like the OG Crash scientist. How they just throw potions at you. But instead, this one just slaps its exposed brain like it's a face palm. That's really goofy. And then these here, we're not gonna go through these ones. They're just the animated versions of enemy renders that are already in the game. But we will look at this alpha clip environmental scene. Yeah, right there. You can see a few more unused enemies that didn't get really shown off anywhere. There's like these jumping mushroom guys. Oh, okay, and I guess Crash is... Oh, no, there's Crash. Yeah, I guess there just like would have been like jumping mushrooms and stuff. You got Cortex. I guess the natives don't like the jumping mushrooms because he just totally stabbed him. Come on, YouTube. Can you fucking pause? I had to click it like so many times. Yeah, we only have a few videos left to go through anyway, so I guess it's not a big deal if it just plays out. Just some physics tests right here with this one. The TNT jump is what they call this one here. Boing! Look, now you're on top of the platform. Destruction is what this next clip is called. Just more physics tests. Although one thing to note here is that Cortex's blaster is actually like, it looks like it's auto tracking onto things, so it like had auto aim and stuff at this point in time when they were making this. Pretty interesting. And of course, the physics engine for this game, they went really nice with the physics engine. All the physics interactions are funny and interesting. It adds character to the game. So you wouldn't really expect physics and interactions in like a Crash Bandicoot game, but they fit really well with Twinsanity. Nut push. Yeah, nut push. We showed that off, but here's like a super duper early version of it. Just grows into a little Wumpa tree. Wumpa! Yay! We love Wumpa! Wumpa is our lifeblood. Let's see here. And this is the last video we're going to show off for today. Mech Riders. Yeah, you could kind of see them in that other video as well. Looks like, I guess, the intended behavior would have been if you spun into the mech, it would have just, like, flown back. So you had to take out the guy first. And then can you ride on it, or is it still trying to kill him? It looks like they're still trying to kill him. Oh, and then you could destroy it, and then I guess it would have been like you pretty much jump on top of it and you could ride around on it and whatnot. But yeah, that is basically all that I have to show for this little bonus episode. Well, I say little, but it's not really little. This is kind of a gigantic episode, all things considered. Oh, duh. Why did I switch? I can just literally turn the preview off. Thank you, Yukari, for the gap, showing us videos from the outside world, because I'm trapped in Gensokyo, so I had to contact Yukari for some help, and she provided us a portal to see some YouTube videos. And that's my explanation behind it anyways. Like I said, I don't really do reaction content, and I don't really plan on doing more reaction content, just because it's super risky. This video is 100% going to be copyright claimed. I just really hope it doesn't become a copyright strike. That would really suck. I would really hate that if it became a full strike. Just, I have a love for Twinsanity, and so does the community. It's just such a well-loved Crash Bandicoot game, that it would be a shame if it got striked. But like I said, everything that I've showed off here today is in the description of the video, and I really encourage you to go and fully watch the videos and stuff in the description so you can actually support the original creators, because they're awesome. Especially like the last ones that we were showing off there. What's their channel name? J-Mac and Websta. You should really check theirs out in particular, because they're doing recent uploads about Twinsanity and all that stuff. Like that footage we showed of the Might Mech Riders was all uploaded 3 weeks ago. And they also have a video talking about, I guess, evolution and like ideas and details and stuff from what they called it Crash Evolution at the time. And they also have a video talking about Gone a Bit Coco. So very interesting stuff. Definitely check out their channel. Yeah, that is basically it for today's bonus episode of Twinsanity. Really like Twinsanity. It's super good. I enjoy Twinsanity quite a lot. very enjoyable Crash Bandicoot game to replay every now and then. But yeah, that is basically going to be it for today's stream, everybody. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to watch and react to this stuff with me live. I really appreciate you all being here, and I will catch everybody in the next stream. Like and subscribe if you like the series we got going on. Look forward to the fan request games that'll be coming up very soon. I just have to gather them together and stuff. And yeah, the next thing for the Bad Crash Bandicoot series is probably going to be Crash Nitro Kart, I think, is what we're going to take on next. I've also decided that I do want to check out the other versions of games as well. I just have yet to add them to the tier list area because it's kind of cramped. I don't have much space to add more pictures, but we'll be adding them as we go. Because I found out recently that there's a GBA version of Nitro Kart for some reason. Never played it. I have never played it in my life. So we'll play that at some point, and I'll see if it needed to exist or not. Obviously, that means we're also going to be having to play freaking Crash of the Titans 2 more times because there's a DS version and a fucking GBA version that has no need to exist at all. I have the GBA version. It's just... I played it as a kid. It was not good. It really wasn't. Yeah. But as for today, that is going to be it. So thank you, everybody. Enjoy your night. Bye-bye.